Welcome to Money Hacks from GeekWire and BECU. I'm GeekWire co-founder Todd Bishop, and I'm here with Stacy Black, lead financial educator at BECU. It's great to see you again, Stacy.
Great to see you.
Well, our topic today is going to be one that's of great interest to gig workers. It is income volatility and how to manage finances. What advice would you give to someone who's thinking about shifting from a full-time W-2 job to a 1099 contract or gig work?
Since it can be feast or famine, it's really important to start out with a good amount saved. I always say save 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. And this is a case where you would definitely want to make sure you did that, and maybe even more. I also think you should create a realistic budget, and realistic is the key here, because sometimes we try to make it work because it's just something we want to do. So I'm sure it'll work out. But it's important to plan ahead and really stick to that budget. The other thing you need to think about is going to be things like your health care. You're not getting that through your employer anymore. You're going to have to think about your taxes, also retirement savings, and just other benefits that employers typically provide. The other thing I would suggest is talk to people who have been successful, and maybe even people who haven't been successful, to find out what worked and what didn't work.
How should someone think about financial liquidity and savings if they know that their income will be variable? I mean, are you thinking 9 months to a year even?
Yeah, I don't think the rules are that different, but you need to think about how to manage that irregular income. It's important that you come up with a plan for your slower months, and really it involves a lot of discipline. I always talk about how behavior is really the key when it comes to budgeting and finances. I think when it comes to gig work, it involves even more discipline and behavior change.
Health insurance is such a key consideration for so many people as they consider making a change like this. Any good hacks, any good tips or tricks to think about in this area?
One of the things you might consider is getting insurance through your spouse or domestic partner's job, which can be really helpful. I've had people say, you know what, I'm going to work part-time so that I can keep insurance. Another option is COBRA for short-term while you're figuring things out. And then you could shop for insurance through the Affordable Care Act as well.
What are some common mistakes or pitfalls that gig workers should avoid as they're thinking about their finances?
One of the mistakes I see happen quite often is that you overspend during the good times. It's feeling good, I'm making money, so I'm going to treat myself. And you need to think about the leaner times and save for those. So it's more of a big picture approach. You can't take it month by month. You have to take it maybe even season by season. And you really need to plan for the unplanned. You don't know what you don't know. So research and planning are going to be key here. Figure out your baseline living expenses and really stick to that budget, and save your excess income for the lean months.